Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectible. So I'm really pleased today to bring you a review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the next chapter in the Jurassic Park saga. And I have to first say that I'm not going to spoil anything from the film because I know people in the US haven't seen this and globally it hasn't had its full release. So yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything from the film. And it's also worth stressing that I am not a fan of Jurassic World. I'm mainly a fan of Jurassic Park, and I like The Lost World. But those first two are kind of my favourite films, and then the rest are kind of superfluous sequels. And I will be drawing a lot of comparisons with Jurassic World and the reasons why I found that to be a weaker chapter. So yeah, I will be drawing some comparisons with the first film. So what did I think? Honestly, it's probably the best Jurassic Park film since The Lost World. The story isn't that complex, but the direction, the timing, the editing, and the tone are a monumental improvement on Jurassic World. So for me, there was much more of a structured, clearly laid out journey than Jurassic World, with some nice setups and payoffs. Jurassic World for me took a strange turn when they released the raptors in the third act. That's where they completely lost me. This film felt less foolish and more careful in its plot points. There's also a tangible sense of peril that I felt Jurassic World lacked. Jurassic World didn't present any deaths that shocked or stayed with me, but in this film, Bayona crafts one death in particular that shows why he picked such fine actors to react in a human way, and some deaths that followed this scene too. The death scenes really needed to linger in a Spielbergian, chilling way, and Bayona did that to great effect here, so I was really pleased to see that. Kind of got the pins and needles effect from that scene. And in fact, all the supporting cast in this film were very good. Their performances made the film much more believable, if I'm honest. They were much less cartoony and much more real feeling in this film. The story as a whole was much more well-rounded at the end and felt satisfying. The introduction, as many have pointed out, because they've seen the 10 minutes shown at the 25th anniversary event, was really Jurassic Park feeling, and I really enjoyed it. Although I can't help feeling that Jurassic Park and the Lost World's title cards are far more evocative of a tense opening. You'll see what I mean when you see the film, but the titles come off a bit showy and unnecessary for Fallen Kingdom. The events of the film are quite relentless from the volcano onwards, but it still took time to breathe and spend time with characters. I feel Bayona's input, his understanding of timing and tension from his experience with horror, so that's really great. The events on the island are short and maybe the weakest part for fans. It's over with quickly. I feel like Bayona wanted to get out of over-explaining the past, so we didn't get a huge amount of nostalgia in that way. But instead, what we get are subtle nods to the original in terms of audio, some shots or lines that refer directly to the first film, and a lot of the nods are just pointing at Jurassic Park. And I felt those nods were less on the nose than Jurassic World, and for me didn't break the fourth wall as much, so that was really pleasing to see. The dinosaurs were much more tactile looking, definitely an improvement on Jurassic World's dinosaurs. But in many shots, the Rex and the Raptor still look like imitation or fan-made versions. Their likeness on their skull seems to be off slightly, but still look much better than Jurassic World's. The supporting cast of dinos, the herd, felt like they had less time spent honing them, much like was the case with the I-Rex in Jurassic World, where the three main dinosaurs in this film felt the most tactile and honed for realism. The Brachiosaurus, despite having an imitation-style head that didn't look right, had a very Jurassic Park-feeling body. And to be honest, the way the dinosaurs look and the visual effects aren't key to me here. The story was key, and the story really supported that. So even if the visual effects had been worse, I wouldn't have minded. Owen is a bit cocky in the second half, and I didn't buy one interaction with a dinosaur in particular. If you've seen the film, let me know in the comment which part I'm talking about, see if you've recognised it too. The film goes some way to remedy filmic continuity issues that are presented in Jurassic World. Although Hammond seems to have changed his mind again posthumously. But, you know, I'm just glad now it aligns with the Hammond that we know as fans. There's a mention of Rex's lifespan too. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a bit of a retroactive explanation for something that should have been in the first film, to be honest. With careful rewriting, I believe you could have constructed this story to be the plot of the first Jurassic World, as it reaps the ruins of a failed park that was really there already, and it may have been a much better sequel and start to the trilogy if they'd gone down this route. Just my feeling. Now, I've heard Colin Trevorrow is directing the third Jurassic World film, and I honestly think, based on the content of Fallen Kingdom, this is a mistake, and Bayona should return to finish the trilogy. That's just my gut feeling. Now, interestingly, in 2016 on Twitter, I released this checklist of how to make Jurassic World 2 a great film. And most of them actually Bayona addressed, and I sent this directly to J.A. Bayona. I'm sorry, Mr. Bayona, if this made your life difficult, but you can see I asked for real dinosaurs. We got lots of real dinosaurs. It says bring in veteran screenwriter. Okay, so we didn't get a veteran screenwriter, and like I said, the story isn't that complex, so it was okay. Bring back original cast members. You can see I got Jeff Goldblum there. Well, they did that. Set on Isla Nublar and or Sauna. Well, they did set the film on Isla Nublar. No talking raptors. So we didn't get any talking raptors. It says no trained raptors. Well, we did get one trained raptor, Blue. So yeah, unfortunately, and we didn't get wild raptors, unfortunately. So yeah. But there's only one trained raptor, so there are less of them. No more hybrids. Well, there is one in the film, but there's, again, less of them, I suppose. And then at the end, I said use tons of practical effects, more than one dino. So actually, a lot of that is in Jurassic World 2, Fallen Kingdom. So, yeah, he did actually listen, J.A. Bayona, and I'm really pleased that he did. So there we have it, guys. That's my brief, non-spoiler review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Overall, I thought it was a good film, and I look forward to getting this one on Blu-ray. It definitely feels more well-rounded, and if I had to compare it to a film already in existence, it's got a feeling of an Indiana Jones film. I think because you take this almost relentless journey that doesn't stop. From the volcano onwards, it's definitely got that sort of Indiana Jones feel to it, sort of like Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I've heard other people say a similar thing. It definitely has that vibe. Okay, guys, I'd love to hear what you guys think of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Please leave comments down below when you've seen the film. I'm on the fence as to whether to do a spoiler review. I might do that maybe when it comes out in the US or gets a global release. And then you guys can hear my more in-depth thoughts on the film. If you'd like that, leave a comment down below and let me know. In the meantime, guys, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.